What's up, YouTube? I'm back, and I'm doing YouTube videos again, or at least I want to try to. I had a weird living situation this whole past month, so it kept me from making any more videos, but enough of me. I definitely want to get back to talking about movies, and more importantly, the newest movie that came out this weekend, It. This is the most recent, very anticipated adaptation of Stephen King's famous novel. I think a lot of people do know about the book and the miniseries. If you don't know the story of it, it's about a group of kids who live in the town of Derry, Maine, who are all getting terrorized by this weird clown named Pennywise, who goes from either scaring the hell out of these kids or killing a lot of them. And thus a bunch of kids have gone missing. Now these group of kids want to go try to find these dead bodies and do their best to stop Pennywise from, killing more kids. Alright, straight off the bat, I'm going to let you know this is a very anticipated horror movie. It's a very anticipated adaptation of Stephen King's It, like I said, because from what I understand, this book is a huge fan favorite amongst the many fans of Stephen King. And of course, even though the miniseries, the two-part movie that came out was Tim Curry, doesn't really hold well today, as apart from, CGI and cheesiness. I'll say that this adaptation holds up very, very well in terms of visuals and style. This movie looks really, really well. The visuals are astounding. I mean, the stuff that Pennywise does blows my mind. It looks really nice. Probably one of the best looking horror movies I've seen in a long time. Horror movie, actually, which I'll talk about the horror aspect when I get the chance. And the camera work and a lot of the ways the shots were filmed, whether it be an establishing shot of a place or a location, or some particular shots where some of the characters are running away from something or it. Nonetheless though, you can tell that the filmmaker had a great time filming this movie. Ironically though, as a horror movie, it's okay. Visually, it is scary. There are some really creepy moments. The jump scares themselves aren't great. I mean, obviously I feel like I've seen better jump scares in other movies, but I'll definitely say there are at least two moments that really got me on the edge of my seat and scared the crap out of me. Just the way some of the scenes looked was just creepy enough to put an imprint on my mind. I was like that image is not leaving my head for a while right now. But yeah, I was talking about this with other people. A lot of them said that the movie wasn't all that scary. In fact, it was a lot more funnier than scary. Which leads me to my next thing, is that what works great for this movie is the story. This movie is a great representation of your typical coming-of-age story done really well. It's about a group of kids coming together, making a connection with each other, and try to overcome their fears and do the right thing. Especially because if they don't do something, a lot of people are going to keep dying. And this movie would have easily flopped if all these kid actors did terribly. Thankfully, they were all amazing. I can really see a great future for every one of these kids. I wish I could have seen more of them by the end of the movie, but nonetheless, they were all still great, But like I said, all of them were great and lovable. When it comes to horror movies, I want to really be with the characters. I want to really understand them. I now really want to care for them. And this movie is no exception. I really, really care for the characters. I really care for these kids. And then by the end, I don't want any of them to die. But the thing is, like I said, the movie is not as scary, but it's 10 times as interesting with the story and their characters. I was just having a fun time throughout the whole film. I didn't want it to end. I was laughing the whole time, I was bonding with the characters, I was feeling what they were feeling, I was understanding the emotions that they were going through. And well, I'll go ahead and throw one spoiler. It's not a bad one, but I am excited now for the sequel. Nowadays, I think horror movies that impress me the most are the ones with the story and the characters, and this definitely has some of the best characters and story that I've seen lately. And of course, I should at least save the best thing to last. I'll definitely say that Bill Skarsgård, who plays Pennywise the clown, he was amazing. Hell, I would even go out of my way to think that this guy deserves an Oscar nomination for Pennywise. If I wasn't afraid of clowns before, I am definitely afraid of clowns now. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a huge 9 out of 10. You'll go in for the scares, but you'll stay for the story and characters. Alright guys, those are my thoughts on It. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. Keep rolling the road.